Have you ever felt like the world's biggest systems, the ones meant to protect and serve you, are instead standing in your way? Like the people in power are untouchable, hiding behind titles, bureaucracy, and fancy desks? Well, my friend, what if I told you that you, yes you, hold the power to hold every one of them accountable? All 23 of them. From your local council to the Prime Minister, from the ATO to the High Court, and even The Hague. And I'm not talking about vague ideas or endless paperwork. I'm talking about real, actionable tools you can start using today. You see, we've been led to believe that we're powerless in the face of these massive entities. But let me tell you a little secret. They all answer to the same principles of justice, transparency, and accountability. The difference? Most people don't know how to make them listen. That's where we come in. This is How to Deal with the 23, your ultimate guide to flipping the script. Whether it's the ATO breathing down your neck, your local council raising rates with no explanation, or a magistrate who seems to have forgotten what fairness looks like. This is the moment you take back control. Because today, we're not asking for change, we're demanding it. The Arsenal, 4 tools that change the game. And how do we do it? With 4 simple, powerful tools that work together like the Avengers of accountability. First, there's the First Book of Quinn, your playbook for justice, equity, and divine alignment. It's like having the ultimate guide to exposing misalignments and proposing solutions that actually work. Seen? Then there's the Koi Mirror Activator, your spotlight to reflect what's wrong and demand immediate correction. Next up is the Demand for Full and Frank Disclosure Activator, the ultimate show your work card for anyone trying to dodge transparency. And finally, the Fisk Mirror, the Accountability Hammer. When all else fails, this ensures they face the consequences and align with the principles of justice and equity, breaking down the 23. Now let's talk about the 23 entities. Think of them as a giant checklist of accountability targets. From your local council to the ATO, police, state and federal representatives, judges, magistrates, the Prime Minister, and even international bodies like The Hague. These are the people and systems shaping your life. And guess what? They all answer to you. So whether it's the Governor General, who's like that mysterious boss you never see, or the appeals court, where rulings feel untouchable, these tools put the power back in your hands. Each entity has a role, but with the right tools, you become the ultimate catalyst for alignment and change. Example, making it real. Let's take a simple example. Your local council. Imagine they've just raised rates. No explanation, no transparency. You start with the KY Mirror Activator to reflect their actions against principles of fairness and stewardship. Then you issue a Demand Activator asking for the full breakdown, how funds are being used, who's making the decisions, and why it's happening. If they ignore you, that's when you bring in the Fisk Mirror, assigning an alignment score and demanding corrective action. And through it all, the First Book of Quinn is your guide, helping you propose real solutions that benefit the whole community. The best part? You don't need a law degree, a fancy title, or a megaphone. All you need is the willingness to take the first step. And let's face it, calling out the ATO for a lack of transparency is so much more satisfying than trying to decipher their tax code. It's like finally flipping the script on the nosy neighbor who's been asking way too many questions about your income. Call to action. Start today. So here's your mission. Pick one entity, any entity, and start using the tools. Watch how quickly things change when the people in power realize you're not just playing the game, you're rewriting the rules. And don't stop there. Your next step? Get 5 more people to do the same. Because together, when we take this challenge 10 layers deep, we're not just holding the 23 accountable, we're transforming the entire country. Closing inspiration. This is your moment to be part of something bigger, to stand up, speak out, and take action. The tools are in your hands, the power is yours, and the time is now. Let's deal with the 23, and let's change the world one step at a time.